would confide that what's bad is good and what's good is square. And the old I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. If I were the prince of darkness, I'd...
All right. Today, Friday, the 18th of May, 2012. Good to be with you all this afternoon. Good to be with you all. Wish to discuss today some interesting things with you today about these so-called health enforcers, FDA, and all that good stuff. You know, the Nazi jackbooted thugs continue to roam like rabid dogs seeking someone they can bite upon. Seems to me it's not going to quit. Now, all of you, I hope, are familiar with Mr. Mike Adams, Natural News. He covered a story yesterday, Thursday, May the 17th of 2012. I wish to cover it.
Salvation by way of his son Jesus.
Come on, you. What
and it ain't my fault that they rejected him. It ain't my fault they choose. And God has presented his salvation by way of...
I have no clue what's going on here. I have no clue what happened there. Seemed like an automatic thing took place there. But anyway. LA County health enforcers conduct door-to-door raw milk confiscation operations. And, well, let's just read on. Says California food police have gone wild. In a bombshell revelation, the depth of the food police state that now exist in LA County, California, Natural News has learned that the LA County Health Department has unleashed door-to-door raw milk confiscation teams to threaten and intimidate raw dairy customers into surrendering their raw milk products that they legally purchased and that they own. You see, well, here's the thing. I myself am a consumer, and so are my kids, of raw milk. And you ladies and gentlemen know already how we came about doing that when we moved up here. Okay, so, but I shall not endorse that information today of how we do it. But anyway, it goes on and it says, according to Mark McPhee, both LA County and San Diego County have attempted to acquire customer names and addresses from organic pastures. Now, let me preface this by saying something to you. I cannot drink milk from the store. My body rejects it. I cannot do it. I cannot drink milk from the store. My body totally rejects it. It makes me sick. Now, ever since I moved here to where I moved to, we've been drinking the raw milk straight off the tit. Never before has any of my children, my wife, or myself gotten sick off raw milk straight off the tit. You understand? But I again reiterate and tell you that I cannot drink milk from the store. It makes me sick. It makes me sick. Oh, and let me interact in the chat room. I got to tell you something. There is nothing like raw milk from a good old cow. I'm telling you right now, it is so refreshing. It is so refreshing. And it is good for you. It makes your bones strong. But anyway, let's move on with the interview here that Mr. Mike Adams, and I give him full faith and credit for it. He says that they tried to obtain the customers' names and addresses from organicpastures.com for the sole purpose of sending food confiscation teams. Don't you love this? Now, we've had them, but now they've got their own little name. Food confiscation teams are being sent out to customers' homes to remove raw milk from customers' refrigerators. Oh, boy. Can't wait to see one of those and what they look like. But anyway, let's move on. And using both phone calls and home visits, these teams intimidate customers and try to force them to give up their milk. Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine? Now think about this for a minute. I'm in a light mood today. Can you think about them calling my house and telling me they want to come get my milk? Yes, Billy, we need to come and get your milk from your, so your kids can eat their cereal with water because this milk is not FDA approved. So we're going to swing on by your house here in about an hour. Ooh. No, you might want to stay in town because you ain't getting no milk. But I will give you something that Ajax won't take off if you come to my house. But anyway, let's move on and read the article. And I'm not playing around. I meant business in what I said. But anyway, it says that they try to use intimidation with phone calls and home visits. These teams intimidate customers and try to force them to give up their milk. These revelations have surfaced in a recorded Natural News interview with Mark McPhee, the founder of Organic Pastures and food rights advocate. Here's what he told Mr. Mike Adams, and I'll read on to you. He said, Mr. McPhee of Organic said this: I received a phone call yesterday morning from a wonderful young gal, a 36-year-old mom out of L.A. County. She is one of our UPS customers that we deliver overnight raw milk to her house. When the CDFA was in here on the other day on our recall, they demanded to have all our delivery addresses for overnight UPS delivery. The guy said we screwed up and inadvertently gave it to them. They got it from one of the secretaries there. The L.A. County Health Department started calling her 6 or 7 times demanding that she give up her raw milk from her own home to the health department. Now, can you imagine? Can you just imagine? Can you just imagine having to give up raw milk to some little thug sitting behind a phone saying, well, listen, our government says that that's not safe for you. And as little Nazis holding down furniture for the government and getting paid exorbitant wages, way more than you'll ever make in your life, we're telling you that you need to give it up. You need to bring it to us or we're going to come get it. Can you imagine that phone call? Can you imagine that phone call? But anyway, it moves on. It moves on, and check this out. You got to applaud this 36-year-old mom. So she refused, and then they showed up at her house and demanded she give her raw milk to them. So, guess what? She was getting ready to call 911 for the sheriff's department and have them removed from her doorstep. Aha, notice the wisdom of this lady. Number one, she didn't let them in. Number one, she did not let them in. This is great tactics now that we all need to know in situations. Take this lady as an example. She did not let them in. She said she'd already called the sheriff. Now, I would not call the sheriff, but that's her preference to remove them from her doorstep. And she threatened to use her camera to take a picture of them and post it on Facebook for harassing her over the raw milk. The investigators left after, listen now, after she told them she wasn't giving them her raw milk and to get the hell off of her property. Yay to the 36-year-old mama in L.A. That ought to be a song. Yay to the 36-year-old mama in L.A. She sent the old, she sent the old health inspectors on their way. I got to quit. I told you I'm in a good mood. Yeah, she told them to get the hell off her property. Yeah, I like that. Get on. Shoe fly, in other words, shoe fly. So proud of what this woman did. But this is what's going on. It's like food Nazis, you know. It's incredible what these people are doing, trying to collect food from people's houses that it's never made a meal. It's never made a meal. Yeah, I like that, Wires. Yeah, intimidated by a lady. I got to tell you, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You go messing with some of these moms in America that don't go with the government thing. You go to messing with them and their kids and their food, and you just will slap a grizzly bear mom with cubs. Some of them ain't gonna take it. Like I told you, I know of women that's got more guts than men in America. Most of them. Most of them. But anyway, don't you see the Nazi tactics that's trying to take place, the intimidation and trying to take food from people's houses that ain't never made a meal? Now, if they want to get something going on, why don't they go and get a hold of some of this MSG stuff? Why don't they go down to City Hall and shoot a hole in the stinking city water tank on their own, the health inspectors, and shoot it and let the fluoride drain out of it and fill it with some water that the Creator gave out of the earth and don't mix it with that dadgum garbage? Uh-oh. Man, oh man, I'm getting started here. I got to calm down. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and who's paying for these knuckleheads? Yeah, absolutely. Who's paying for these knuckleheads to dress up like they're some Nazi warrior or something, like they're finna come take somebody's milk, you know what I'm saying? Hey, give your milk up or we'll come get it. Come knocking on somebody's door, telling us, we got to come in here to your refrigerator and get your milk out of here. While we're in here, we're going to snoop around and look and see if you got any weapons. We're going to look around and see if you hadn't washed your clothes like you ought to be washing them, we're going to take and check your water while we're here. And by God, we're going to make up something on you or plant something on you. Then we're going to send the jackbooted thugs back to kick your door down and put you in prison. We're going to take your kids and give them to CPS and rape them. That's the way it all starts, people. Oh, yeah. You let one of them in, then you got other dogs coming in behind them. Pretty soon you got a pack of dogs, and pretty soon everything's ravished and tore up and eaten and destroyed. Nothing but a bunch of dogs. Nothing but a bunch of dogs. See, they want to get all the addresses, see. San Diego Department called me up and said, oh, we want a list of all your Buyers Club members, and I said no. Good for him. And they said, we want all the addresses and their names because we want to go to their homes. Guess what the guy said? It ain't happening. We ain't going to give it to you. Good for him. Good for him. Good for the guy at the organic. Let me back up and give you all that name again. At the Organic Pastures. Yeah, they demanded. They said, we want a list of all your Buyers Club. Everybody. We want them all. He said it ain't happening. Good for him. Kudos for him, huh? See, L.A. County has already conducted armed raids on raw milk distribution centers. Can you imagine? Can you imagine an armed raid, okay, by these thugs? You know, these guys that have their code of silence, these guys that take care of each other. What are they scared of? What are they scared of? What are they going to get some raw milk thrown in their face? What are they? Oh, we got to be armed. We got to have bulletproof vests. We got to have lightweight, bulletproof tactical things, because maybe the old bull might get mad if we go to messing with the cow. Oh, boy, tough, ain't they? Yeah, they tough, yep. We got to have armed raids. We got to have armed raids. We got to go get this milk. They cannot be healthy. These people cannot be healthy in America. We have got to fluoridate them up. We've got to vaccinate them up. We got to make them where they're weak and anemic and can't fight back, because most of us cops nowadays, most of us enforcers, we got the Dunlop disease. Our gut done locked over our belly, and we ain't seen our private parts in years. So we can't chase them down, number one, and in a boxing match, they'd knock us out in the first round. So we got to dumb them down and confiscate everything that's healthy for them so they won't have a mind to think, so they can walk around like zombies, and we can take it over. Yeah. That's the mentality of them idiots. Good gracious. I told y'all I'm in a light mood today. Yeah, we've got to confiscate it. And while we're there, we need to get a DNA sample of that cow, make sure it ain't got mad cow disease. And listen, we got to come back and get your cows. We just ain't got the trailer today, but go ahead and give us the milk today. We'll get the cow tomorrow, and then we'll get part of your hide the next day. That's the way they operate. That's exactly the way they operate. You got to remember this now. The raw milk from Organic Pastures is legally sold, legally purchased, and greatly enjoyed by the customers. There are virtually no complaints about this product. Customers love it. The only one complaining about it is the government because they want to confiscate and they want to destroy it. You see,